Mercado Airwaves is brought to you by supporters at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, Mike Mercado2333.
What is going on, friends? Thank you so much for joining us for this special interview. A quick thank you to the guys at Reklama Radio. You can check them out on WSBC 1240am, Chicago, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. I was asked by the guys at Reklama Radio, and shout out to their amazing host, Alex, for letting me do this, to interview the amazing Kyera about her new single, Passion, featuring Carlos Santana. We dig deep about her working with some of the legends in the music industry, her journey to this point. We talk about her working in comedy and television before she got to this point, and so much more. But before we get to Kyera, here is a quick message. Mercado Airwaves is brought to you by supporters at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, Mike Mercado2333. Thanks for keeping it with us, guys. Here is our interview with Kyera about her new hit single, Passion, featuring Carlos Santana. Enjoy.
Well, it is our pleasure today to have on in her Chicago premiere here on Reklama Radio. It is Kyera on her new single, Passion, featuring Carlos Santana. Kyera, thank you so much. What a journey it has been to get to this point, huh?
It's been absolutely incredible. Like, just a journey, that's the perfect word, of an amazing journey.
Now, how has it been to, if you could put into words just the whirlwind that you've been going through in the last few months with this new single, Passion, coming out? That's a great name for it, Passion, because that's, you can hear it in the actual hit itself. But can you put into words just kind of the emotions and the whirlwind that it's been?
I will say it's very creative. It's a very creative energy. Everyone is in create mode, thinking with future, thinking in futures, and a lot of intention and a lot of fun.
And you get that from working with people like you have in this project. I mean, we're talking about legends like Raffles Van Axel, Narado Michael Walden, I mean, and then obviously Carlos Santana. How, for somebody in your position, for somebody who's for lack of a better word, a student of the game, how important was that to work with people like that with that much stature on this project?
I'm just gonna say it's just I've been used to setting up studio in my own little home with my little keyboard, my computer, my guitar, my microphone, and just producing like that. That's what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. So to go from that to this level, it was so refreshing to see that it's all about the art. It's all about creating aesthetics, and that is everyone's goal, is to make the best product. I elevated very, very quickly in my own world to a new normal. Like, I couldn't sit in an area of awe for too long, even though I am continuously in awe and reverent with the people who I am working with. But I had to quick on, put on, this is where I am, this is where I now operate. And so that I can actually really contribute and feel like I'm really being a part of it than something happening to me.
With that type of platform, with that type of now success that you've been given and a spotlight's put onto you, how important is it to really be a role model in your position now? Because in today's day and age, everything that we do, everything that we say is used on a spotlight and in a microscope. But with that same token, a lot of us can do good. How important is that for you in your new position with all the hard work that you put into this?
It is extremely important for me to create a platform, a stable platform on which to be a role model. I think that art, whether it's music, writing, acting, dance, whatever, communicates in such an aesthetic wavelength. I mean, beauty is beauty, and it moves people. And so for that level of wavelength to affect people, it's so sad that people are doing really degrading things to themselves, to, like, I don't know. I think that I don't do drugs, and I definitely promote that in terms of art do not need drugs to be great. I think that has been something that people associate with, really getting the flow of things and vibe is through taking drugs, or that's just what's part of the culture. And people are brilliant without that, and they just have to believe in themselves and create different realities than that which has been created, because we've lost too many greats to drugs.
And then with that in mind, then, you have to be able to have the creative juices to create content that isn't using the cliches and the easy handicaps and crutches of things like that, of like the fame and the fortune and the drugs and the women and the partying. And you have to actually bring in something from the heart. And I think this single passion, it's going to be one of the biggest hits of the year. How important was that too, to make sure that your art is focused, not what anybody looks like, not what anybody does on their spare time, but when the microphones are on, this is what I want to be judged on.
If you listen to the lyrics of Passion, I mean, one of my favorite lines is, "I'm looking for the who to lift my head up to," because I'm really about admiration in people, admiring ability, admiring aesthetics, admiring competence, admiring role models. Just that platform of having someone to look up to, because I'm tired of looking down. And I think there's a lot of things that kind of try to pull people into a viewpoint of looking down and not up.
Mercado Airwaves is brought to you by supporters at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, MikeMercado2333.
Kyera joins us today on Reklama Radio. Her new hit single, Passion, is going to debut here in the wonderful city of Chicago. You've been part of the grind forever, from behind the scenes on television, writing on some of the most amazing, most beloved sitcoms and TV shows.
Thank you.
No, of course. And then at this point, now you're the star. All the true spotlight is on you, well deserved. How amazing is it when you hear your name in radios and podcasts and streamings in New York City, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and now one of the greatest cities in the world, Chicago?
It's incredible. It's awesome. Thanks for that shout out on my TV history. And it is beautiful to now be making an impact on my passion that's been my entire life, which is music. And what a validation for what I've always known to be true with myself. And I'm going to tell you, I've just been able to get out of my own way enough to really clear a path to create this with the team that I have. And, the team that I have, we are all on the same page. We are all in sync. And it's really amazing that everything is happening as it is and as it should be, because it's just the intention out there.
Well, with the amount of success that you've had and the hard work that's put in behind it, how important is it still to make sure the people around you are good people and keep you level-headed and keep you grinding? Because you can hear in your voice that your team is the most important part of this whole venture, because you need all that together. How important is it to get a good group of people around you, to surround you?
It's vital. I'd rather not have people around me and be doing it on my own than have people who are I call them leeches, or people who really feel better when you're not doing well, even though they are part of your team. Like, there's actually people that sabotage things like that, and those people you'd just rather not have in your face at all, because you'd be better without them. But finding a good team who, like Raph was my manager, he was brilliant. I mean, he was brilliant in his insight, because my voice and my sound is not the norm. I have a different communication. I have a very different vibe. And he knew from when he listened to my original stuff, watched my performances, my emotion, my aggression, my passion, my lyrics, what I talk about. He knew who I was, and it hit his heart. And it hit his heart in such a big way that it made him be like, this is the team I want to be a part of, 100%. And when he was looking at different producers, he not only was looking at number one producers who have Grammys and number one hits to put me with, but he was like, who can think out the box and will get this girl like how I get her? Because there's lots of people who he could have introduced me to, and they've been like, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with that, you know? But he was so amazing at finding those people who can really think out the box and can really get who I am and flow power to me like I flow power to them. That's what we do. We flow power to each other, 100%.
And it's funny, like with all that in mind, the more success you have, the more that comes with all that. It just seems like the hard work just keeps coming and coming and coming. How important is it to not just stay on the grind, but also learn your limits and learn, what you're comfortable with doing and comfortable with, and when you're comfortable doing with it? Because I think a lot of people feel like they have to do what's told, otherwise they won't make it. But you're kind of an example of like, you just got to be on your grind and keep going at it.
There are points that I for sure have a black and white line of what I will do and what I won't do. Then there's a lot of points that it's more in the gray area because it's like, it may not be my cup of tea, but you know what? You're the pro in this area, and I'm going to follow your lead because you know what you're doing. You have trillions of hits. I have none. So let me just follow your lead on that. If it's not something, so there's a gray area. I'm not going to be like, oh, it has to be my way because I don't know. But I do have certain things that are black and white and are not going to be in consideration. And I'm willing not to have success at the price of my own integrity.
Kyera, how much fun are you having nowadays? Like, it just sounds like you could just hear it in your voice how much love and excitement and fun you're having. Like, can you describe to the people here in Chicago just how much fun you're having?
Music is in my mind continuously, and it is like a continuous symphony going. And for me to now be able to share that with the world is just so much fun. And to have a team of people who aren't just like, okay, let's try this new artist, but are like, oh my gosh, Kyera's amazing. let's to have that on my team, it's just, it takes it to a whole new level. We are having so much fun. We love being with each other. We love planning. We love creating. We love every single aspect about this process. It's like, I'll give you an example. After we recorded Passion and Heart of Gold, who I also did with Narada Michael Walden, it was me, Narada, my PR person, Marie Lamel, and Raffles. And we're literally sitting in the booth behind the mixing board, and we're all in this beautiful aesthetic high because we know we just freaking recorded a hit record. And just that zone, it's like we have not ever come down off that zone. Like, we're still operating in that zone. And that is beauty, and that is sanity, and that is inspiring. It inspires me being around these people, and I know I inspire them 100%.
Those are absolutely wonderful words. Kyera, I can't wait to see everything that happens with you moving forward. Obviously, you deserve the best. You've worked for it. Can you give anybody here in Chicago who's finally going to get a chance to listen to Passion what they can expect from this hit and what they can expect from you and the team moving forward?
The intention, the goal is Best New Artist, Grammy. That's what we're all putting out there, okay? But I will continue. We have several more songs that have been recorded that we will be recording. I'm working with different producers because one thing about my sound, which I have been told by others in the past that, oh, you're all over the board and you have to choose one sound. Well, I didn't really agree with that. I mean, sure, that can work. I'm not saying that that's not correct, but I didn't agree with that for me. And so Raffles saw that, wow, this girl is all over the board in terms of her sound and her style. you can do all this stuff, but it always has a Kyera branding. So we're working with very different producers, like another producer is the Avila Brothers. They do Usher, Mary J. Blige, Pitbull. My music that I've done with them is completely different than what you hear with Passion, but still has that driving core feeling of what you get when you hear Kyera. So they did the music, and I wrote the melodies and the words, and it's just a very different feel and vibe than what I did with Narada. And that's what we're targeting with these different producers, is just a full roundedness of who I am as an artist and what I deliver, and that can actually cross different genres and have people listening to something that may not be exactly their genre, but it's still Kyera, and they love it.
Well, you, Raffles, the team, you guys are hitting every single beat, and I can't wait to formally introduce you as Grammy Award-winning Kyera in our next interview whenever we do it. That's going to be awesome. The floor is yours. Thank you so much for joining us on Reklama Radio here in Chicago. Is there anywhere there where the fine people of Chicago could support you, can follow you? The platform is yours.
Absolutely. I have a website, KyeraWorld.com. That's Kyera world.com. I'm on Facebook, Kyera World. I think it's Kyera World Artist on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Kyera World, and Twitter, Kyera World. So I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy the song, I'd love your feedback. I'd love your support. Anything. It's awesome. And I want every single person to be their greatness. Never apologize for your greatness. I don't care who it seems like will be upset if you excel and are great. Be great at whatever you do. Put in the work and just be great.
It's Passion featuring Carlos Santana. The great Kyera joins us. The future Grammy Award-winning Kyera joins us on Reklama Radio here in Chicago. Kyera, the best of luck. You deserve the best. You're doing amazing stuff. You have a home here in Chicago.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you. My brother lives there, so I'm going to come see you.
We deep dish pizza on us then.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
A huge thank you to Kyera for joining us. A huge thank you to the amazing team at Reklama Radio. You can support them. Listen to them every Monday through Friday on WSBC 1240 AM Chicago, Monday through Friday. Thank you to their amazing host, Alex, for setting this up. And again, thank you to Kyera for joining us. An amazing interview. Supporter, check out the new hit single, Passion, featuring Carlos Santana. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this special interview. You can follow me everywhere in the universe. I'm on Twitter at mmercado2333. Like us on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. We're on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. Mercado Airwaves, do us a huge favor. Like, rate, review, and share us. It means a lot. It gives us a little bit more exposure so people can check out all of the podcasts. Be part of the conversation. Comment on every single one of our videos we post on YouTube. So subscribe to us, youtube.com/MikeMercado2333. That way you are alerted every single time one of our new shows is posted. None of this is possible without our amazing producers at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. If you have an ad or a brand that you want to bring to a huge, diverse group of audience, we have a tier just for you. That's patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. And of course, you can follow us behind the scenes on Instagram, instagram.com/MikeMercado2333. Thank you so much to Kyera. The single is Passion, featuring Carlos Santana. Thank you to the amazing folks at Reklama Radio. Thank you, Alex, for making this possible. And, of course, thank you for checking us out. We will see you next time here on Mercado Airwaves.
Mercado Airwaves is brought to you by supporters at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. If you would like to support Mercado Airwaves, visit us at patreon.com/Mercado Airwaves. Find us on iTunes at Mercado Airwaves. Keep up to date with the show on Facebook at Mercado Airwaves. Follow Mike on Twitter at mmercado2333 and on Instagram, MikeMercado2333.